Time TV programs is The Price is Right, where contestants try to guess what a product is worth. It's a simple game, but lots of fun because of the wild antics of the guests. The man who keeps everything stirred up is Bob Barker. He's not only the pleasant and polished traffic cop of The Price is Right, he also hosts the Miss USA and the Miss Universe beauty contests. We were curious to see if Barker has the same bite backstage as he does on the air. October magazine has been following the private life of this well-known MC. So if you're ready, come on down and meet Bob Barker.
Johnny, who's our next contestant?
Bob, it's Linda Waymack. Come on down. You're the next contestant.
The Price is Right is the only one-hour game show on the air. Bob Barker's been its host for 5 years. And he's been kissed by 22 beauty queens since he started doing the pageants in 1967. But Barker's been around a lot longer than that.
Sound off 75 on WSB Radio at 7 o'clock. We welcome to the program television game show host Bob Barker. Bob, how bad does it make you feel when some little kid like me comes along and says, I was watching you when I was 8 years old and stayed home from school with a sore throat?
Listen, it doesn't make me feel badly at all. The other day, I had a fella who said, Bob, I've been watching you ever since I was a little boy. And this guy, he was about 31 or 32 years old, I would guess. And I said, well, that's altogether possible. I said, I'm in my 21st year on national television. He says, yeah, he says, you still look good. You must have the makeup man from Mission Impossible. He didn't win a prize.
Barker and his wife, Dorothy Jo, have been married 32 years. They have no children, and friends say they are an unusually close couple. They avoid the big Hollywood parties, preferring to spend much of their time at home together. Bob and Dorothy Jo told interviewer Sylvia Chase that their lives were changed by their first date in Springfield, Missouri at the age of 15. When did you know that you were going to marry him?
That night. I went home and told my aunt was staying with us at the time, and I said, you know, I got nothing more to worry about now. I found the guy I'm going to marry.
What was it about him?
Oh, my goodness, you should have seen him when he was 15. Oh, boy. Oh, my, he was the most beautiful thing in the entire world. Without any question. He just made, you know, all movie stars look very, very ugly. And it was really this pretty face that did it.
300 ticket holders line up for every taping of The Price is Right. An hour before showtime, producer Jay Wolpert talks to the waiting audience. Then he wades into the crowd to select the contestants.
Good to see you.
Barker doesn't know who has been chosen. He arrives just in time to change clothes and be made up. He works without a script, ad-libbing the whole show. A TV studio is a far cry from Barker's early surroundings. Part Sioux Indian, Barker lived for a while on a reservation as a boy. He worked at a radio station to help get through college and later had his own radio show in Los Angeles. Then one day, Truth or Consequences creator Ralph Edwards heard Barker on the air and launched his career.
Errol Flynn Jihada.
Yes.
What do you want to look like today?
I want to look like Cary Grant.
Here comes the cleft pencil.
What are we doing today?
I don't know, you got the sheet.
5 price tags, save crackers, poker game. Most expensive, hole-in-one, danger price.
The one you never miss, right?
Never miss.
Never miss that.
Sounds like another winner.
Yes.
In his dressing room, Barker finds a rundown listing which of the nearly 30 games played on The Price is Right will be used on today's show.
Barb has, for
All
Barb.
set. There's your $100.
$100.
And there's your 1 bid.
My 1 bid.
Yeah. And these shows are taped out of sequence.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Bob.
She's got on her Bob and Karen shirt. Did you see that? Who you got? Mary Ann, Jean, Jacqueline, and Pamela.
Right.
Thank you.
Price is Right, 15 minutes.
Each person has his or her own personality. Each audience has its own personality. Some people are so frightened, so nervous, that you can have fun with that. Some are so overwhelmed with the fact that they're on television, and gee, the lights and all this, that it's fun. When you turn on your television set, you know we're going to play games. You don't know which games we'll be playing that particular day. You have no idea what sort of contestants we will have and what surprises these contestants might have for me.
Thank you very much. Welcome to The Price is Right. During the next hour, everything is going to be jumping here on CBS, including our contestants.
It's sort of his job to make other people funny. I guess he's kind of a straight man. People get the laughs. He always has sort of put himself down in order to do this.
Is that the right price for that car?
My microphone. You knocked the head off my microphone. You choked me.
My hair's still on straight.
No. Thank you very much for being on the show.
There's more Price is Right coming up.
Barker says the taping of The Price is Right is the most comfortable hour of his life. It's not till he goes on the road to something like the Miss Universe pageant that his job begins to get tough.
Take Santo Domingo, where we do the Miss Universe pageant this year. Just to give you an example, we will have 83 girls there from all over the world, many of whom do not speak English. So every direction during rehearsals is done first in English, then in Spanish and French, then probably in German, probably in Japanese, perhaps in Hebrew, perhaps in Yugoslavian. So you see that things go on endlessly that would be very simple if they all spoke English.
For him. Where's the best on B or A? Okay.
This is Barker's 11th Miss Universe pageant. The job's taken him round the world. This year, it was the Dominican Republic.
And the thunderous applause will carry me all the way down.
Exactly. The thunderous applause that always comes in every nation.
Richard!
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Bienvenidos, damas y caballeros. Estoy muy orgulloso y contento de estar en uno de los países más lindos del mundo, República Dominicana. Perfecto, see?
Since no one knows which of these young women will win, Barker must learn something about every one of them. He'll interview the 12 semifinalists on the air. So much of his time is spent being briefed by researcher Sue Franklin, who has talked to every aspiring Miss Universe.
Okay, Susie, who you have next?
Okay, how about Miss Bermuda?
Bermuda?
Bermuda.
What's her name?
Her name is Connie Marie Frith.
Connie Marie what?
Frith, F-R-I-T-H.
Frith. Okay.
And she works as a social hostess in a hotel.
Social hostess in a hotel?
Right.
In Bermuda?
Right.
Well, Bermuda's one of the honeymoon capitals of the world. Maybe that ought to be an exciting job. Maybe I could start it off with something. I establish what she does.
Yeah.
And then point out that this is one of the honeymoon capitals of the world. It must be exciting working there.
You want to know the kind of hotel she works at?
Well, I'd better.
The hotel for senior citizens.
You speak English?
I understand English.
You understand, but you don't speak.
I speak very well Italian.
You speak very well Italian. You'd better speak very well Italian. Girls are all amateurs, and they must be introduced to television. My job is to be sure that these girls look as good on television as they can possibly look. I try to talk with each girl individually or in small groups during breaks and rehearsal. Let them know that I'm on their side. Do you speak English? Where's the Korea? A little? Have you learned some English? Probably. Tell me this.
You wait.
Have you had fun in Santo Domingo?
You had fun, Santa.
Oh, she's asking me. She's going to interview me. That would be even better. You heard? Huh? She's going to interview me. Ask me another question. What? That's a good question. You have boyfriend in Korea? Yes. One boy?
No, 100.
Huh?
100.
100 boys. 100 boys. What are you doing in Trinidad?
Well, I'm in the process of opening a boutique.
Are you? You'll probably do very well. If you become Miss Universe, your boutique will be the most popular one in all the Caribbean. The first runner-up is Miss Austria. Miss Trinidad Tobago is Miss Universe. Congratulations, Janelle. Yeah. When I first started doing the pageants 11 years ago, the girls thought of me as their big brother. Then I went through a period, I hopefully am in a period where they think of me as a father image. And if I last long enough, it's going to be Grandfather Bob that they turn to. Ready? Go.
Okay.
To fight the grandfather image, Barker took up karate 3 years ago. At 53, he's a red belt karate expert. He works out an hour and a half a day in his own private gymnasium. Barker says he feels exhilarated after a session, says it's like what meditation must be for some people.
Since I started karate, I've had torn cartilage here, torn cartilage here. I sprained this ankle so badly that the bone was also chipped. I broke my toe on this foot. I have sprained this wrist. I've had 2 cracked ribs here and 2 cracked ribs here. So you know I'm having fun.
Isn't that absurd? Oh, dear.
The actual retail price of that prize is $552, and that's Julianne's prize. That's Julianne's prize. That's whose prize that is. Here you are, Julianne. Oh, thank you. She gave me a nice kiss, and then she kind of brushed me off there. What's the matter?
My lipstick.
Did you get your lipstick off there?
Yeah,
Is it still
I
there? What'll my wife think when I go home? Actually, she won't be concerned at all. I got so many kisses on this show that if I go home without lipstick, Dorothy Jo doesn't think I've been at work. Now, Julianne, just look at all the things you can win.